Why is change so hard? We decide that we want to do something different. We make the commitment, we draw it out, we figure out how to do it, and then it doesn't happen. This happens to us, it happens to other people. You invite somebody else to make a change, they make a commitment, and it doesn't happen. And it can be very upsetting when people don't do what they say they're going to do. It can break trust. So in giving feedback, one of the reasons that feedback isn't taken up is because it's hard to change. So let's investigate. I invite you into a simple little exercise with me so you can really feel for yourself why change is so awkward and so hard to do. Cross your arms the way you would normally cross your arms. For me, my right arm is on top. Notice which arm is on top for you. And we're going to do this a different way. I'm going to cross it the other way. Take this arm, wrap it around, tuck that arm in, tuck that hand in, and notice that it feels weird. Well, this is the first step of why change is hard, because the brain is saying this is wrong. This doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel natural. And in fact, if you're changing something from what you're used to something new, it won't feel natural. It won't feel authentic. So we need to get used to the discomfort and practice the new way in order for the change to take hold. A lot of people will give up because it doesn't feel authentic and it doesn't feel right. But of course it doesn't, because the brain's not used to it. The brain likes to do things the same way. That's the most efficient for us, is if we do the same thing we've always done, or the same thing we're used to doing. Now, how are you doing with this arm cross thing? Is it more comfortable? Let's try coming back to the new way of doing this. Pay attention to this hand, because this is the key to coming back to the new way of doing things. It happens to be my right hand on my left arm. So come back down, bring your arm back up. You might notice if you do this a few times, it gets a little more comfortable. Then you go back to your original way, switch it around. Both are feeling a little more comfortable. But your primary way of doing it is still going to win, most likely tomorrow, if you try that. It takes practice. Even a simple little change like how we cross our arms takes energy and time and attention. And you can imagine how much it takes for a bigger change. If people are going to be operating a completely different way, showing up a different way, leading a different way, all of those things are complex, or can be complex, and they take attention, time, and focus, and discipline, and repeat. So it's not easy. We need to recognize that change isn't easy, and there's some very good reasons for that, mostly stemming from the brain and the body and how it's used to doing things.